special message to all members of the House of Yahweh. Warm greetings to you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. My name is Richard. I am a spiritual person who has been practicing certain techniques and studying spirituality and other related subjects over the course of the last 11 years or so, in which I am developing myself spiritually and had created an extraordinary life for myself. There are certain things that I have an understanding with when it comes to the House of Yahweh. Well, especially considering that my two brothers, both my brothers, are members of the House of Yahweh. And from the information that I had received from them, is that according to the teachings of the pastor Israel Hawkins, what he had emphasized is that the only way to have a peaceful solution in life is to follow the 613 laws that are claimed. I assume from the Old Testament, but I also believe that it is explained. These 613 laws are explained in the Book of Yahweh, I believe. Also, that's from my current understanding. Sounds mechanical, sounds robotic. Follow this, follow that, do this, do that. You're dealing with the limited mind when you're trying to follow rules and regulations, the so-called 613 laws. It's not natural. I had personally discovered a way which is far more simpler and much more easier to do in order to develop a peaceful solution within myself and with my immediate surroundings, at least try to bring about this peace in my immediate surroundings. I had discovered a way, and it's basically just two things that I had discovered that I needed to do in order to develop this peaceful solution within myself, and with the hope that it extends outwardly. This is through experience, you know, actual experience, life experiences. I had discovered that by controlling my mind, trying to relax my mind, be at peace with myself, become fully absorbed in the present moment, silence my mind completely, or only think about things that are necessary to think about. Try to be in a meditative state, so to say, a constant meditative state. That that's something that I had discovered for myself to be so powerful and effective. And the second thing that I had discovered is to focus as much of my attention on my inner self, the master within myself. This is where I had also discovered where true joy and true happiness can be found. Detaching myself from the external world and turning within myself. Relying upon my own intuition as my guide and not following anyone's rules on the outside, not relying upon any rules on the outside. You're using my own intuition, my own personal guide, the master within myself. I have personally discovered that by doing these two things, controlling my mind, focusing on my inner self as much as possible, I am able to develop a great sense of peace within myself, and which in return is extending outward into the world, hopefully making some kind of positive effect in the outer world. This is the real peaceful solution. This is the truth. I know it. So if you're a member of the House of Yahweh, you're disagreeing with me, I think it's be to your best interest to investigate what I'm saying and see for yourself if what I'm saying is truthful or not. Try to develop a real peaceful solution within yourself instead of trying to follow 613 laws. That sounds very aggravating. Do this, do that, say this, say that. Very robotic and limiting. A lot of it also deals with the ego and our limiting minds. So I think it would be to your best interest to test what I'm saying, to see whether or not I'm speaking of the truth. And I know from personal experience that what I just shared with you is of the truth. Well, that's all that I wish to share with you in this video, except for one more thing. If you would like to develop yourself spiritually, well, if you would like to create a peaceful solution within yourself with the hope that it can extend outward into the world, develop yourself spiritually and create an extraordinary life for yourself, I strongly suggest to you to purchase my book, which is titled How to Create an Extraordinary Life for Yourself. This book contains an immense amount of vital information with numerous topics and brief explanations, and numerous actual hands-on techniques that can easily be practiced. I strongly suggest to you to purchase this book. If you are interested in purchasing it, all that you need to do is visit barnesandnoble.com or amazon.com. Type in the title at the search bar, How to Create an Extraordinary Life for Yourself. Press enter naturally, and this book should appear. Purchase this book. It will be to your best interest. it did take quite some time for me to develop this peaceful solution within myself. It did take quite some time, but with perseverance and dedication to it, focusing on what you're doing, putting time into it naturally, working at it. As time progresses, you should become more peaceful until one day, with the hope that you will discover a peaceful solution within yourself. And that should be able to impact the world at large in one way or another. It should be like a ripple effect. Well, that's all that I wish to share with you in this video. I am hopeful that this video serves you well. I wish you all the best in life. Have a great day.